Let's get started with the 2021 Child Care Relief Fund Grant application. If you scroll down to the bottom, you will see links for all the worksheets and documentations that you need. Here's the worksheet that you need to fill out in advance so that you can go through the application quickly. If you already have this filled out in advance, you will be prepared to enter your data onto the application. Verification for reopening form. You need to complete this if you were never approved as a EPIC facility. If you have been closed during the entire pandemic, you will need to submit the verification of reopening to your licensing specialist. You can click here and this form will download. You can fill it out and send that to your licensing specialist. Your IRS W-9 form. This should already be on file if you receive any kind of payment from MSDE. So if you already receive vouchers, pre-K expansion grants, any funding from MSDE, you should already have the IRS W-9 form on file. However, if you do not, just click here, it will download. You can fill that out and submit it with your application. Here is a build a plan tool. If you are just about to reopen, then you need to have a plan in place for COVID. If you click there, it will open up and it will give you build a plan to Maryland's Child Care COVID-19 plan. There are links here for you to click. There is also a template that you can download and you can just change and input the name of your program and make any special additions that your program is going to adhere to. It's pretty simple. Again, there is a video here that you can watch. Just click the here. You can click here for a quick tutorial. And like I said, there is also a template that you can download by just clicking the button here or clicking here. There's a template. I'll go down here and I'll open that up for you. No, that's not that. Sorry. Click here. And once you click there, you'll see, click here to see a sample plan. Here is your sample plan to reopen. Again, you can change any of this information to fit the needs of your specific program. But here is a template. If you have not reopened, you need to submit a plan. If you have been operational during the entire pandemic, you have already submitted a plan. So you can skip this step. Again, this is the template. You can go in here, you can change all of this information so that it pertains to your program. Sample plan. Back to the application. This is a FAQ, frequently asked questions. You can open that. I do not work for MSDE, so I do not have all of the answers. The contact information is here. You can put your email, your name, your jurisdiction, your program, provider ID, etc., and put your question in here. This questionnaire is for, please complete this form to receive assistance with and answers to your relief grant related questions. The Child Care Relief Grant Fund payment questions only. This is not for scholarships or vouchers. This is only pertaining to the grant. any questions. And at this point, you shouldn't really have any payment questions because it's going to take 4 to 6 weeks for processing. So if you have any questions, this is where you should be filling out this form, and someone will contact you with an answer and hopefully be able to guide you through the process. But it's pretty simple. So let's click the OK button. Today's the first day that the grant has opened. All applications must be submitted by Wednesday, March the 3rd by 3 p.m. Everything is electronic, so there is no paper application. It's going to be 4 to 6 weeks for processing, so sit back and hold on because the funds are not coming immediately. Going to press OK. Now, I already did my application, so I'm not going to do it over, but you're going to enter the name of your program. Simple. Your license number, your provider ID number. We had to provide a provider ID number when we also were Epic Centers. If you do not know where to find that number, you can go and look on your Child Care Center inspection report. Your provider ID is right there. This number is also on your detailed report. If you have any children that receive child care scholarship or subsidy, this provider ID number is on that report also. But I had this handy, my Child Care Center inspection form, and that provider ID is right there. So that's the number you're going to be inputting right there. The type of program you are, pretty simple. The address of your physical location, your jurisdiction. Are you in Baltimore City, Baltimore County, Montgomery, etc., etc.? The address of where you want your payments to come. It could be different than the business address, so you need to put that here. Your number of licensed spots, the number that's on your license. If your capacity is 66, then that's your total. You need to go in here and break it down by age. 2 to 4s, 5 and olders. Break it up so that it totals your total number for your license capacity. The number of actual children that you have enrolled. You also need to, and this is as of February the 1st. So the number of children you have enrolled as of February the 1st, 2021 needs to go here. Again, you need to break it up by age groups and fill these numbers in. The children you no longer have attending. Enter the number of vacancies by age group of children who are no longer attending your program as of February the 1st. As of February the 1st, you need to enter who has dropped out of your program, who has unenrolled, whatever children no longer attend. Enter the number of vacant spots that you have. So if your program is licensed for 66 children, and as of February the 1st, you have 30 children, then you have a difference, a vacancy of 33 from 66. So you need to fill that in based upon age group. Number of days you've closed due to COVID between March the 28th through January the 21st. So how many days have you closed due to COVID? Not holidays, not your professional days. How many days have you closed due to COVID? So you put that number here. If you had to close a classroom down, if you had to close your whole program down, how many days did you have to close only due to COVID? Are you providing full-time care to school-age students attending your facility that are participating in virtual learning? If yes, you click yes, and if so, how many students? This does not pertain to my program, so my answer was no. How many kindergarten age students are you serving to fulfill their compulsory education requirement? You put a number here. Again, we don't have any school age children. We don't have any kindergarten children. So this answer for my program was a 0. Tuition rates. You're going to come down here and you are going to put in your rates, not based upon a discount, not based upon your regular rates. And it says here, if you charge monthly rates, divide the monthly tuition by 4.3 to get your weekly rate. Okay? So if you do not serve that age group of children, you're just going to come down here, not applicable, and you're going to put an X. Whatever your tuition is for infants, you're going to put the regular full-time tuition. For my program, we do not charge daily. There's one set rate. We don't have a part-time rate. We have one set rate. However many days you choose to come, that's your option. So my rate here is what I put per the week. We're not open on the weekends. We're not open non-traditional hours. So all of this was blank. You're just putting in how much is your weekly tuition. And this section is for infants. If you don't have infants, you're just going to put an X. Same thing down here for toddlers. You're going to put your full-time weekly tuition here. If you have a daily rate, then put in your daily rate. We don't do daily. We have one weekly rate, so that's the amount that we put here. Again, if you're non-traditional, you have evening hours or weekend hours, you're going to put your amount here. If this does not apply to you, you're going to put an X. And you're going to continue down with your 2-year-olds with your weekly tuition. Your 3-year-olds with your weekly tuition. Your 4-year-olds. Your 5s. Do you have before and after care rate? You're going to put that here. Your school-aged children that are 5 and older. What is the weekly rate? Do you have a before and after care rate? If this does not apply, you're going to put an X. Does your program charge a registration fee? If no, you're going to put a 0. If so, then you're going to put that amount there. Do you charge that registration fee per child, per family, or does this not pertain to you? Annually, one time, or NA. Then you need to specify the purpose of which the COVID-19 pandemic relief grant funds will be used. I'm pretty sure most of us can check all of these boxes because we have been, one of these options pertains to us or more. So you can check, it says selecting one or more. I checked all of them because all of these pertain to my program. So if it's all of them, use all of them. If not, then check the ones that pertain to your program. Most of us have suffered in all of these categories, so I chose all of them. Then you get down here to your administrative cost. Now, I ran into a problem. I don't know if it's a glitch with the application, but I ran into a problem with this category in rent. We don't pay rent, we pay mortgage, same difference. But it would not let me proceed unless I put something in this box, and the 0 was not working. So I had to put a $sign and a 0 in this box. Now, it could have been fixed by now, but at the time that I did the application, there was a glitch going on in this box for rent. So you're going to put your mortgage, your property taxes, your salaries, utilities. We have the food program, so we did not endure any additional costs for food program, so we left this box blank. You may have food costs, supplies and materials. Here, other expenses that you can include, your janitorial costs, your cleaning costs, PPE supplies. You're going to put all of that into these administrative boxes. You're going to get your total, and you're going to put that total right here. Then you're going to go down and check that you agree. Yes, 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 yes. And you're going to put the name of the person that's completing this application. Once you do that and you checked over all of your information and it's all correct, you're going to click that submit button and you will be done. There's nothing to upload. There's nothing to do after you have entered all that information. That worksheet that you downloaded, I would save that for my records and start you a new binder, the Child Care COVID Relief Fund binder, and I will keep all of my documentation in the event that you are audited in the future, all your receipts that you're going to need. If you ever have to prove what you did with the funding, I would definitely start a binder and put all of this information. I hope this helps.